I think one of the killers... I think maybe Tsumugi. Tsumugi is sus. I don't know why. I don't know why. She just hasn't said plain in a while. Tsumugi's lack of the word plain has made her sus. She hasn't been describing everything with the sus terminology. I want to investigate the bodies. I'm not allowed to investigate the bodies. Tsumugi, what do you know? I'm not sure it's okay to say this or not, but could Tenko be the culprit? She's just jealous and upset that she betrayed the student council. Huh, Tenko? It's not like I have proof or anything, but I heard earlier I heard Himiko say that Tenko was trying to betray the student council.
No.
So you suspect Tenko? Because as a member of the student council, she would have been allowed into this lab. Untrue. She was kicked out of the student council. So she wouldn't have had access to this lab.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Angie did allow members of the student council to enter this lab. Yeah, Angie had been shut away from her working. Angie had been shut away here working on the ritual by herself since yesterday. She said she would only unlock the door if she heard a student council member's voice.
That's true.
That certainly would point to Tenko. She did betray the student council after all. It's not that I want to suspect Tenko, but since the only student council members would have been let in here, so Angie only let the student council members in, that would be Gonta, Kibo, Himiko, Tenko, and Tsumugi. Of that group, Tenko is certainly the most suspicious. Well, I would love it for it to be Tenko, because I don't like her. But I think she has an alibi, and she has an alibi, so I'm sad. I'm sad that Tenko was given a clear. This busty brainy beauty has figured this all out. Huh? You mean you know who the culprit is? Huh? The culprit? Fuck that.
Hey.
Shuichi, do we really have the time to be listening to her?
Wait!
Hey, wait, goddammit. Are you just gonna ignore my genius idea? What? Just listen to me, okay? Come on, listen to me. Listen. Okay. Well, if you're gonna twist my arm, then I'll tell you. You better thank me for this.
You know.
I know you are all dumber than fleas, but even you get how weird these wax dolls are, right? They are strange. Are they for the ritual or another purpose?
Well then.
What? Like a sex doll? What? I figured out with just one glance. These are diversions. Diversions.
Listen up.
Yep, the culprit used these wax dolls to distract us from something.
Got a minute?
What do you mean by that?
What?
How should I know? Isn't that Sherlock Holmes' job? Jesus.
I knew it.
You're a waste of time. Maki turned and walked away. I can't say I blame her. Huh? The hell's her problem? She on the rag or something? Yeah, she's on the blob. So Angie made these wax dolls, huh? The resemblance is pretty uncanny. They say the devil's in the details, you know? Let's just see how detailed they really are. Hey, Mew tried to look up the wax figure's skirt. Down the wax figure's skirt. What are you doing? Stop that. What do you mean he? She's a girl. Let her look up the skirt. What? I just wanted to see if this doll was wearing panties. Wait, do you have a doll fetish? Are you excited that your dead girlfriend is a doll now?
Fucking virgin.
If you like wax dolls so much, then fuck the doll already. Listen, I will do that after the class trial, alright? After this class trial, Kaede's doll is coming back to my room, as is everyone else's doll. We're having a five-way. I'm starting to agree that Maki, talking to Mew is a waste of time. So what, this is a diversion. This wasn't relevant to anything Angie did. The killer just set all this up after the fact and then stabbed the... He just stabbed the thing. Stabbed Kaede? Gonta, you're here.
Why?
A murder at nighttime is strange. Impossible, even.
Why?
Why do you think that? Because student council made rule that we know can be outside during nighttime. Everyone should have been asleep. No way murder could have happened at nighttime. You really think that everyone would go along with that rule?
What?
But it Atua's rule. Angie says he punish us if we not follow his rules. But the student council wasn't included in that, correct? They could do whatever they wanted? Angie was also working here last night. Huh? She was?
But...
No way, student council would never break own rules. They should have been asleep in own rooms to set good example to others. Maybe Gonta really is a gentleman. Maybe Angie got attacked while she sleep in her room and get brought here. So if so, Gonta could have saved her if only Gonta saw. But Gonta was sleeping. Sorry, Angie. Gonta no could save you. I find it hard to believe that no one went outside in spite of the student council rules. Gonta pretty nice. Back door. Locked. Should be locked. This door is the lab's back door.
Is this?
This door is a sliding lock and it's still locked.
That's true.
It's because no one has used this door since we came in. I believe Angie's locked. I believe Angie locked this room when she came in, and it's been locked ever since. Oh, wait, what's this? Gold? Looks like there's something gold and shiny on the tab of the sliding lock. Wait, what was gold and shiny? Kokichi. A thing in Kokichi's lab was gold and shiny. Korikio picked it up. The sword. Well, there is a sword here. I don't know what I'm thinking. The sword is literally impaled in Kaede.
Is that all right?
Maki says it may be for... Maki, may I see it for a minute? I want to try moving the sliding lock.
So what?
It was in the first game, but this sword was also in Kyo's lab. And then I referenced it as being the first game. But this game does have a gold sword as well. So they took this from Kyo's lab. You want to unlock it? Go ahead. Do whatever you want. I carefully touched the knob of the lock, avoiding the gold parts, and softly slid the lock open. Like,
okay.
Just as I suspected, the lock will slide without much effort. Click. Whether you lock it or unlock it. This could be an important clue. So how do they unlock it and lock it? They just slam the door shut and they hope momentum takes over and then just locks the door automatically.
Well...
Interesting. I'm curious about this rear door too, but there's something else that bothers me. The lock on the front door that we used to enter this room. Shouldn't we investigate the front door too? I was going to take a closer look at it. Maki walked over to the front door. Okay. Front door. It's unlocked, but I think there are still things to investigate here. I want to investigate the door! I just want to confirm something. When we got to this lab, you're sure that the front door was locked? Yes! I'm positive. I gave it a jiggle, 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 click, click, click. Didn't clack. Kokichi was the one who gave it the clack. I grabbed the knob and tried to turn it. Click, click, click. No clacks. It really is locked.
I knew it.
The front entrance was locked until Kokichi picked the lock to open it. Kokichi pulled out some thin needles and stuck them into the key. This just happened. Click, 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 clack. There, says open, says me. So he picked this cylinder lock open. But that's impossible. You can't pick a lock like this. Perhaps. Do you think anyone else could have opened the door? Do you think anyone else could have opened the lock besides him?
True.
It would have been impossible from the outside. The Monocubs took the key. Yeah, Monodum ate it. Maybe he pooped it out, though. Okay, here it is, but the only one key, so don't lose it. It may be bad if you lost it. You wouldn't be able to lock the door or open it from the outside. This was in our notes, chat. This was in our take notes. This was when I told you guys to take notes. This was when we were forming our own truth bullets. Yeah, Monodum ate it.
Then...
So Kokichi's the only one who could have opened or closed the door from the outside, right? Correct. Only Kokichi would have been able to open and close the door from the outside. But from the inside, I don't know. Question is, how does someone lock the door from the inside and the outside? Maybe you just you swing Kaede's body around, right? Like you push it, give it the momentum. She starts spinning in circles. You close the door, and then her head bonks the lock shut. Or the sword that has impaled her is like a whatchamacallit. I don't even know what it's called. Like a momentum thing. That they're upside down, so Kaede was swung around, and then the sword smacked the lock shut. It's pretty creative, but I don't know how they would have done that. But someone inside could have possibly opened and closed it as they pleased.
Huh?
So the front door was locked from the inside of the room.
No.
Not necessarily. I'm just thinking of possibilities. But in that case, the question becomes how the person who locked the doors got out. How the culprit got out of the classroom after locking the doors. They didn't. They didn't. I forgot Angie's dead body is a thing. It's strange that the front door and back door have different locks. The front door that we came in from has a cylinder lock. And the rear door over there has a sliding lock. By the time we discovered the body, both doors were locked. In other words, this is what you might call a locked room mystery. Dun, 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 dun. Locked, huh?
You're right.
It's like a bottle in a ship, like a martial artist in a game room. So both doors could have only be locked from the inside, but only if you rule out Kokichi lockpicking, right? He could have picked the cylinder lock on the front door to go in and out of the lab. So he could have created this locked room mystery. It's possible that he picked the door from the outside by picking it after he killed Angie.
If I remember correctly.
That's true.
That's right.
Also, he appeared at an oddly convenient time when we tried to enter the lab ourselves.
I knew it.
He's clearly suspicious. It is suspicious, but that solution seems a little too convenient. Very true. I think Kokichi is more of a Byakuya get into chapter like 5, 6 before he starts being actually suspicious. Angie's body. She's lying face down in the middle of the room.
What's wrong?
Are you going to take a closer look?
Okay.
Yeah, I was planning
Got a
to.
minute?
Then hurry up and do it. We can't afford to waste time here. We have about $5 worth of time. And I didn't bring change. Maki didn't hesitate. She stepped past me and walked over to the dead body. She has no problem with dead bodies. She is the ultimate assassin. The Necronomicon. The Book of the Dead. The instructions for the resurrection ritual are written in the Necronomicon. By performing the ritual as written, you can resurrect one of the deceased victims.
I knew it.
This was the motive, the Necronomicon. Angie tried to perform the ritual written in this book, right?
Okay.
Yes, if we look at this book, we should learn the steps of the ritual she was trying to perform. Let's take a look. Tie up the bodies. Stab oneself. Fall on the ground. Pretend to be dead. The Necronomicon ritual. Prepare an effigy of the dead soul you wish to contact. Everyone may participate. The size and shape of the effigy is irrelevant. Make it out of whatever materials you want. If it's not obvious who the effigy is supposed to be, label it with the name of the deceased. After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution. Be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning. Sprinkle the ashes on the effigy and repeat the name of the deceased 3 times. Then close your eyes and wait after a while. After a while, you should feel a light tap on your back. That means the ritual was a success. That means she was about to be fucking murdered. The ashes are only good for one use. The ritual can only be performed once, so use it wisely. So these are the steps for the resurrection ritual? Angie really believes this crap? It's pretty obvious that you wouldn't be able to resurrect anyone with this. Under normal circumstances, that's true. But in this place, I don't think we can rule anything out. Angie didn't get far at all. She prepared the effigy. Necronomicon has been added. Angie didn't get far at all in the ritual. She prepared the effigies. I don't know why she made all of them. She was going to bring back Rantaro, and that was it. But she made the thing. And she didn't even burn the book. She never even got a chance to burn the book. The book's right here. Unless that's a copy. Kaede. The 4 effigies hung upside down make a scene perfectly eerie. Or particularly eerie. Was the ash unused? The ash wasn't unused because the book wasn't even burnt. So it's not that the ash was even used. She never even got this to the step where she burnt the book. She was killed before the book got burnt. Ropes are dangling from the exposed beams on the ceiling.
If I remember correctly,
Angie made all of these wax figures. Is the rope from the warehouse?
you're right.
I believe so, and that means they won't be much of a clue. Anyone could have gone and gotten these ropes. Maybe the student council should have blocked the warehouse instead of the manhole. The warehouse does contain plenty of things that can be used for murder. It's like she was bonked on the head with a sword, which is like the laceration on her head. And then she was like stabbed in the back of the neck. Anyway, I know that these effigies are just wax, but it still creeps me out.
That's true.
The effigies look like real, exactly like real people. Not just their face, but their bodies too. The ultimate artist certainly was talented.
By the way,
was this an effigy? Why is this effigy hanging upside down? Is this part of the ritual? I'm not sure. Now, I think Mew was right. I think this may just be some sort of distraction. If it's not, then why is it like this? Who would go out of their way to hang a wax effigy? Right. If they're going to do this much work, there must be some reason for it. What could it be? Who could do this? Who would do this? The culprit, Angie, or someone else entirely? Byakuya. He's just tampered with the crime scene. This could be like some sort of like this could be like a Kyo thing where it's like this is some sort of like anthropology like history where like you like hanging people upside down to like sacrifice someone else in like the center or something could be some sort of like tradition in some culture, some ancient civilization ago. Or it could just be used as a red herring to distract us from the actual importance. Like Justice Hammer. I don't suss him at all. Yeah, I honestly don't. I don't suss Kyo at all. But I'm just saying. The 4 effigies are hung up with rope from the ceiling exposed beam. The whack figure is definitely the same made by Angie. But why are they all hung? Is this also part of the resurrection ritual? Or is there another purpose? It would take a lot of work to hang all these upside down. That implies there was a reason behind it. But what was that reason? And who did it? The culprit? Oh, same thing. Can I analyze the rope? Anything else? I don't know if there's anything else. Can I leave? What am I supposed to investigate? I don't know anything else. Angie. Wait, I didn't investigate Angie's body. What am I doing? There's blood dripping from Angie's head. According to the Monokuma file, I literally was about to leave the crime scene without investigating the dead body. File sustained a stab wound to the back of the neck, as well as a laceration to her forehead. Forehead? I thought it was on her, like, her skull, not her forehead, like the top of the head.
I knew it.
Her forehead. Simba! The killing blow was a single stab to the back of the neck. A sneak attack, most likely.
Wow.
And what would you make of this? This wound on her forehead. Maybe the culprit hit her in the head before stabbing her from behind. But her 2 wounds are substantially different. Did the culprit change weapons mid-attack?
Oh, yeah.
I suppose that would be unnecessary. Also, the wound on her forehead looks deep, but it's not bleeding much. What's going on with these 2 wounds? Forehead injury. Maybe someone slashed it open after she was dead?
Huh?
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 What's wrong,
Got a
Maki?
minute?
Move. Maki pushed me aside, then lifted Angie's body up by the shoulders.
Is this...
What's this doing crumpled underneath her body?
What is it?
It's duct tape, right? What's duct tape doing here? I don't know. It must be related to the case. Duct tape. Look, their hair's stuck to the tape. Long hair. There's Angie's. Yo, that hair is fucking blue. That hair is straight blue. That ain't Angie's. Bloody duct tape with Angie's hair on it? What could that mean? Yo, that hair is so blue. That's blue. That's fucking Tsumugi. Tsumugi sus. It kind of looks gray. To me, it looks blue on the tape, but it looks gray off of it.
But
We don't have enough of the hair, though. It's too thin. I'm surprised you spotted this, Maki. It was hidden under her body.
So what?
It was partially visible. As a detective, you should have noticed it before I did.
okay.
Well, that's true. Well, even so, I guess you're still getting used to being around dead bodies. So don't beat yourself up
Okay.
over it. Well then, it's a good thing you're used to corpses, Maki. It's a good thing you've killed a lot of people. Huh? Do you want to
Sorry.
die? Sorry, joking. I couldn't
Got a
resist.
minute?
You don't need to apologize. I was joking too. That didn't sound like a joke, though. Tape. What does Angie need tape for? I have no clue. I have absolutely no fucking clue. Can I analyze this katana, please? A katana stabbed into Kaede's wax effigy? Who did this and why? Let me see. Naki nudged me Maki, I don't know why I called her Naki. Maki nudged me aside, then gripped the katana and pulled it out of the effigy. Blood started pouring out. Kaede was dead. Oh, wait, this is a crime scene. You can't.
What is it?
You want to check the katana, right? Well, you can't do that if you don't pull it out.
Because
Yes, true, but we have to preserve the scene. Maki paid no mind to my protest and stared at the katana for a while.
Is this?
Oh, it's a real katana, but there's a gold leaf on it.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe it's the one that was on display in the Ultimate Anthropologist lab. Did Angie get stabbed with like only the tip, just the tip? Huh? Is that so?
Okay.
Actually, that looks a lot longer. We can probably assume this is the murder weapon, judging from the bloodstains on the tip. The edge is too rusty to cut well, but it would be enough to stab. But why would they go through the effort of using this as the murder weapon?
That's true.
Ask Leon. He also used that. Actually, he didn't. He used a kitchen knife. Good question. They could have gone to my lab and grabbed more suitable weapons.
Could it be?
Perhaps it's because Kyo's lab is on the same floor. They just grabbed something close by. They may have been in a hurry.
Well...
A hurry, you say? Definitely not Himiko. Or maybe they needed a long weapon like this. A long weapon, you say?
Huh?
A long weapon? My lab doesn't contain swords or any other weapons of this length. It does contain guns. And arguably a gun is much more of a ranged weapon than a sword.
Huh?
Oh, really?
That's true.
I'm not sure how Monokuma found out, but he must know I don't... Oh, wait, they were airsoft guns. They weren't real guns, right? I feel like I remember them saying that, like, oh, wait, these aren't real guns. Shuichi was like, Monokuma would never give us real guns. Okay, you know what? Adds up. I'm not sure how Monokuma found out, but he must know I don't use swords for work. At first, when I first started working, I botched a mission using a katana. I haven't used a sword since, which is fine, because they're a hassle to carry anyway. I suppose everyone's lab is suited to them, personally, just like Angie's was. But how did they know all of this? Some sort of anthropologist? Anyway, the gold leaf on this katana flakes off easily. It's all over my hands now.
Okay.
I must be the murderer! It must be pretty old for the gold leaf to flake off that easily. Why didn't you say so earlier? My hands are all sticky now. I have to wash them later on. I'll have to wash them later. Maki scolded me, then stood in front of Kaede's effigy.
Hey.
I'm going to put the katana back where I found it. If it's too hard to watch, look away.
Okay.
Thank you. Stabbed. I averted my gaze and Maki stabbed the katana back through the wax effigy.
By the way...
Even so, why was a weapon stabbed into the wax effigy? It's like a display thing, you know? A hanging wax effigy, no less. Was it part of the ritual? Or was the culprit trying to hide the murder weapon? Well, they didn't do a very good job at hiding it. Perhaps they had no intention of hiding it. They didn't even wipe off the blood. They just fucking stabbed her. It was like a hit and run. Besides, I'm certain there are better ways to hide a murder weapon than
What
this.
are you talking about?
Then what's the reason for this?
That's...
Honestly, I honestly have no idea.
Well...
We should investigate where the weapon came from. We might find a clue there. The Ultimate Anthropologist lab. Yeah, let's do that. I want to make sure the katana indeed came from that room. Unlike all the other katanas hanging around. That with gold leaf that flakes off easily. You know? You know? I think that's it. Can I leave now? It's unlocked. What do I need to investigate? Chat, what do I need to investigate? I don't know what else I have left. I didn't investigate Kirumi, but I feel like the same thing is just going to be said. 4 effigies, they're upside down, made by Angie. Why are they hung up? Why they were built, but who did it? Culprit Angie. Same message every time. Did I investigate Rantaro? Yeah, I did. Ryoma? 4 effigies. Oh, he does have like a chain coming out of his leg. The 4 effigies are hung out with rope. Beans, wax figure, definitely wants anime. Why they hung up is all same thing. Well, yo, but there is something on his leg. What is that? Did he always have that? I don't know what that is. Oh, the pool of blood. Good shout. A small pool of blood has emanated from Angie's torso. This can't be from her forehead. This blood is from the back of her neck. This blood is dry. It must have been spilled a few hours before Angie was killed. Maybe more. What? It's dry. It must have been spilled a few hours before Angie was killed. Maybe more. That fits the 2 a.m. time of death listed in the Monokuma file. How was the blood spilled before Angie's death? What? Angie's body appears to be exactly as described in the Monokuma file. There were several clues that caught my attention, but I can't draw any conclusions yet. If we can think about all the evidence in combination, that might tell us something. Let's continue the investigation for now. Maki, what's wrong? It's not that important, but the only time you're reliable is when you're investigating a crime scene. Is that supposed to be a compliment?
Like I'd know.
Who knows? You're certainly more reliable than Kaito. At least that guy is useless. Anyway, let's continue. Thanks for the compliment. I think we finished investigating everything for now. I can't tell if it was getting at the fact that, like, Angie, like, that blood was on the floor. I don't know. I don't understand what happened to Angie. I guess she was stabbed in the back of the neck, which is what killed her. She has a cut on her forehead, but that cut on her forehead was after the fact, so it doesn't bleed as much. I have absolutely no fucking clue. Is this really time to rest? I don't think we found enough clues yet. We don't know how much time we have to investigate, so we just need to hurry.
You're right.
What if she tried a blood offering? I did sort of think that, like, it is very cult-like to offer, like, a blood offering. But the instructions were already written down. Like, there's no need for her to, like, to make up instructions when it was just, like, just burn the book and then just, like, throw the ashes. So it would be very weird for her to attempt to make some sort of blood sacrifice somewhere within the steps. Unless she was trying to do some other cult-like ritual. Let's investigate the ultimate anthropologist lab. We may find a clue related to the katana. That's true. We need to check if the katana really did come from that place.
By the way.
Is something wrong, Maki? It just occurred to me. Why am I acting like your partner?
Sure, whatever.
Because we're meant to be together, and Kurumi is dead now, so I need a new waifu. Well, it's fine. Just don't get used to it. Oh yeah, Atua did like blood. Angie had been asking for us to donate blood. About like 7 pints or whatever. I do remember that. Atua does like blood. What, so just like in the middle of like a ritual, she decided to try to donate her blood to Atua? If not, it's not as if I asked you, but it's fine by me. It's true that Maki is a tremendous help to me. That is true. Maki is a big help. Maybe bless her choice first. Or maybe Atua just spoke to her, and Atua was just like, you must make a blood sacrifice. It is as I command. And she was like, okay. And then she just like, what? Cut her skull open. Cut her forehead open. Or something. Something along those lines. Perhaps. Mayhap. Atua is always the blackened. Alright, ultimate anthropologist lab. Here we come, baby. Wherever it is. You know. Just exactly where we last left it off. Why can't I go anywhere? We must always walk. Still nothing written on that. What was this? Oh, this is the ultimate anthropologist lab. Where the fuck was I? I was already here? Why? Am I dumb? Yes. If I remember correctly, the gold leaf katana is from... Wait, it looks like there's a katana in there already. Oh, the katana's gone. It's just the sheath. Earlier, the katana was inside the sheath. Maki, the gold leaf katana definitely came from here. I'm certain of it.
That's true.
Doesn't that make Kyo suspicious? This is his research lab, after all. Not necessarily. Anyone could have come in here and taken
That's
it.
true.
Fair enough. Anyone could have done the same with my lab, too. Gold leaf katana has been updated. Hey, Kyo. I thought you were helping summon a demon or something. What are you guys doing here?
Ew.
What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be helping with the seance? You look so disgusted right now. Then again, I guess that is your signature look.
Anyway.
Anyway, I forgot to bring something we need for the seance, so I came back to get it.
Huh?
Something for the seance? Yep, that white sheet over there. You put it over yourself, you look like a ghost. We brought the wooden dog statue, but the cage already, but I guess we need that sheet too.
What is
Sheet
it?
obtained. I don't get it. Why do you guys need a cage, a wooden dog statue, and a white sheet? For the seance, Maki. Hey, you've not been paying attention. Don't ask me. I don't know why we need that stuff either.
So that means...
That's why I figured I'd do a little research on this seance before I got the sheet.
Huh?
Study. So let's see. Kokichi took a look around and I heard it was like some old handmade book. Oh, is this it?
Yeah.
Yep, it says Cage Dog Village right here on the cover, so it must be it. Let's see. What does it say about the Caged Dog Seance? Blood sacrifice, maybe? Kokichi flipped through the old book and picked up. Oh, is it this page? It's hard to read, but I can see the caged child is mentioned here. Say something about hanging bodies upside down and fucking... Yeah, Kyo's drawing on the same... Wait, what? Kyo's drawing the same magic circle as the one in this picture. Okay, so let's see. In order to perform the caged child, you need 5 people, including the spirit medium, and a dark place with no light.
If I remember correctly.
Just like Kyo said. First, draw the magic circle passed down from the Cage Dog Village on the ground. In the center of the circle, the spirit medium must kneel, purr like a turtle, bark like a dog, and honk like a pig. And the rest of their forehead on the stone of the ground afterward. And the rest of their forehead on the stone on the ground. Afterward, the other 4 participants must put the iron cage over the spirit medium and cover it with a white sheet. And finally, the dog god must be placed on top of the cage. Also, it says we can't step on the magic circle during the preparations. The dog god, do you mean the wooden dog statue? When preparations are complete, turn out all the lights to create complete darkness. The seance will begin when the 4 participants are each standing at the corner of the room. The 4 participants, not including the spirit medium, will sing the caged child song. After the song, ask, "Is the caged child?" Then say the name of the spirit. The spirit medium will reply in the voice of the summoned spirit, and that's all it says. So I'm definitely worried for Kyo now, because Kyo is going to be under a sheet, trapped under a dog, in complete and utter darkness. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wait, did I miss out on dialogue? After the song, the name is spirit. The spirit medium will apply in the voice. No, I didn't miss anything. That sounds complicated.
But...
Complicated plans have a better chance of working out in the end, wouldn't you say? Whether it works or not, Kyo has been wanting to conduct this seance for a while. He has. Since I was fortunate enough to obtain one of those copies, I have already memorized it. But I never thought I'd be able to lay eyes on the real one. What a trick of fate!
Right?
Oh yeah, he said he memorized every word of it too. That's probably why he left the book here, because he can conduct a seance without it. But is that even possible? Contacting Angie's ghost? If you're so curious, why don't you join us, Shuichi? Huh?
Well, you know.
You should see how it plays out with your own eyes.
See?
There's still time, you know. The seance hasn't even started
That's
yet.
True.
Maybe it'd be better if you joined them. You think so?
I don't understand.
Well, I'm not going. I don't believe in seances. But I do believe in Santa, so don't make fun of me. But whether you believe it or not, as a detective, you should be there to observe what happens as a detective.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're right. Now you're talking.
All right.
Well, I'll be waiting for you. Of the 3 empty rooms, we're in the middle one. So what's in the other rooms? Oh, I kind of just popped my jaw. Gokichi spoke as though he was inviting me to go play, then left the room. He does want to play. He's just a child. He's a child at heart. Kokichi is just a child at heart. He wants to hang out and have fun as a friend. You know? He might be a little bit of a dictator and a supreme leader. Yeah, he could probably, he's a psycho, he can't stop lying. But he's just a kid. The seance is to be formed in the middle room. I want to see what's in the other 2 rooms. Someone's dying. This is chapter 3. I'm still convinced someone else is dying. That is why.
Hello?
I'm still convinced. This is chapter 3. 2 people always die in chapter 3. So Kokichi, tell me where you wish. So Kokichi tells me you wish to participate in the seance as well, Shuichi? Well, you are most welcome to join us.
Oh.
Is what I would like to say. Bam! Got him! Get out of here! However, only 5, including the spiritual medium, may join.
Oh, man.
Oh man, what a shame. Well, Keyboy, you're out.
Me?
Why me? I agree with Kokichi. I was thinking this for a while.
Listen up.
Robots and seances don't mix. They're like toothpaste and orange
You
juice.
see.
To be honest, I had the same thought. Your help was appreciated, Kibo. Kibo is going to kill someone. Maybe not this chapter, but definitely like next chapter. He's getting a little fed up with these robo-phobic jokes.
Why you?
Don't any of you feel guilty for kicking me out after forcing me to come? That's why we're apologizing.
Do not mock me.
No one's apologized yet.
Oh, man.
Fine, fine, our bad. Just don't get mad and start shooting electromagnetic waves at us.
How rude.
Why would I do that?
Stop it.
Stop whining, Kibo. I want to start the seance as soon as possible. Fine, I won't forget about this betrayal, Shuichi. Well, I've made an enemy of a robot with the strength of a grandpa. What did I do?
So then,
So now Shuichi has joined us. First, some warnings.
do you understand?
Do not enter the magic circle. Kyo just gets like super fucking angry. Enter a circle that I've drawn on the floor. It is drawn with purifying salt. I used it on my eggs this morning, and so it easily disturbed when you step on it. You drew this magic circle with salt?
That's correct.
I always use salt for magic circles. It makes seances more likely to succeed.
Well then,
Also, it's dark in here, so be sure to watch your step. If the magic circle is broken, not only will the seance fail,
verify.
but it may also unleash a curse.
Okay.
Got it. I'll be careful. Yeah, but someone's gonna open the door. This is always classic. We've used salt as a barricade or something. A classic, someone's gonna open the door, but oh my god, what you up to? And then like a breeze is gonna break the magic circle, and then everything's gonna go wrong, or someone's gonna trip. I can't see, and then they're gonna step on the salt. It always happens. Nothing ever goes right when it comes to salt being used as anything other than like an ingredient to cook food.
Do not worry.
I have the entire document memorized, so this magic circle should be perfect. Of course, I also have the Caged Child's song memorized. You must do the same.
Do you understand?
I have copied the words to the song down here. Please commit it to your memory. Everyone else has already memorized it. After all, you'll be able to read it. After all, you'll be unable to read it in the dark. At last, at long last, young god dog and little lost girl. I don't know how the song is supposed to go. What's the beat of the song go? We have to memorize the lyrics now? You're a detective, boy. You're a detective. So I expect your memory to be up to the task. Here's the melody. I listened to Kyo sing the song and did my best to memorize the melody and the lyrics. I wasn't singing it. I was reading it like I was like I was an insane priest. Like, we are gathered here today. Oh, that's like a wedding guy. That's not a priest. I guess that is a priest. All right, I think I've got it now. Your memory is extraordinary. You are indeed the ultimate detective.
Well,
You detected those lyrics very well. Well then, let us begin the ritual right away.
How exciting!
Yay, we finally get to see Angie.
So then,
Before that, let's choose a spiritual medium. I thought Kyo was going to be the spiritual medium. It would work best with a girl. Oh no, Himiko. Oh fuck, I thought Kyo was going to be the medium. Oh, Himiko might die. Then I'll do it. I can't think of anyone but me that Angie's spirit should go in.
No.
No, I'll do it. Oh, Tenko's got the same sort of like fear for Angie. Oh, that Tenko might die. But if you're the spirit medium, you won't be able to talk to Angie. Yeah?
That's right.
Good diversion. Good sort of excuse. You want to talk to Angie, right? Then I'll be the spirit medium. That way you can say goodbye to her. And after you finish saying your goodbyes, keep your chin up and live life facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else.
Please.
Please. Tenko.
By the
Nice.
way,
Also, Himiko, let me say this one thing. Expressing your feelings is perfectly natural. You shouldn't feel ashamed of it at all. I'm getting some like large like Sakura Aoi vibes from this, where it's like Tenko's gonna die and then Angie is going to like sort of become inspired to be like a better person because of Tenko and maybe Angie. Angie's a bit of a cult leader, but like especially due to like Tenko. I'm getting some real like those vibes going on. So if you feel like crying while you're talking to Angie, go ahead and cry your eyes out. You'll feel better when you do. Well, I mean, laughing makes you feel better too. And venting your anger onto something can really cheer you up.
Yes.
Train your heart by crying, laughing, and venting your anger, Himiko. Yeah. I think you've trained too much. You're probably right. It seems like the two of them made up. That's good. Made up, but not
So
made
then-
out. So now we've decided on the spiritual medium. Let's
Yes.
begin. Alright, Himiko, I'll see you later. Later? Oh.
Now, I would like the spirit medium Tenko to sit within the center circle. Please be sure to walk on the path so as not to disturb the magic circle.
Have I played Phoenix Wright? No, I've not played Phoenix Wright. I want to, though.
Make sure you watch your steps since it's so dark in here.
Next, you must be as a turtle within that circle.
Turtle.
Please rest your forehead upon this stone marker I've placed here.
It's just a stone I brought from the courtyard. Are you sure it'll work?
Just brought in a pebble from the other thing. I should play. I was contemplating buying it. It was on sale, and I wanted to buy it because I wanted to play it.
Certainly.
But I haven't
It is
bought it
merely
yet.
needed as a marker for her forehead to rest upon.
Like this?
She is a turtle.
This may be uncomfortable, but please endure it until the seance is complete. Whatever you do, you mustn't raise your head or change positions.
Don't become a dog.
Piece of cake. I have 5-star flexibility.
So
Good job,
then,
Tenko. Starting now, the rest of us must go to work. There are many things left to be
Let's
done. First, we must place the iron cage atop Tenko. I shall leave that to Shuichi and Kokichi. And please keep in mind, walk carefully so as not to disturb the magic circle.
Yeah.
Okay, you can count on me. I may not look like it, but I'm actually super duper strong. Why would we trust this to
I shouldn't have
Kokichi?
lied. I'm way too weak for this kind of stuff.
Good lie.
Made of iron. No wonder it's heavy.
I'm super strong. Okay, that was a bad lie. I'm not actually strong. Guys, help!
Hold on! Don't just drop it on top of me!
I know. It wouldn't be very funny if a body discovery announcement happened during this.
It would be kind of funny if we dropped the cage on her and then a body discovery announcement went off. It would be kind of funny.
Please don't jinx us!
I'm tired. So, next, we cover the basket with a white cloth, right?
I shall take that role. All right, everything is prepared. Tenko, how are you doing?
Dead.
Well, I can only see the floor from this position, but I think I'm fine.
The final step is to place the wooden statue of the dog god atop the cage. The four of us may need to do this together. The statue is quite heavy.
Well, we got the dog statue here, so surely we can carry it.
Even with 4 people, it's still really heavy.
Also, how did Kibo? Why was Kibo brought in? Sidetrack. Why was Kibo brought in to help do some, like, heavy lifting when he's got the strength of an old man? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up how Kibo and Himiko were part of, like, the... Kibo, Himiko, and Kokichi brought in these heavy objects, and all of them are incredibly weak.
Oh, holy crap, this weighs a ton!
No, it is not much more than 175 pounds.
I'm totally wiped.
Good job, team.
I could have used my magic to carry it easily, but seances and magic don't mix.
Are you sure it's okay to put something so heavy on top of the cage?
You're in an iron cage. It's made out of iron, structurally
The iron cage was made
integral.
specifically for seances, so it can hold this weight.
Okay. I guess that's fine then.
Now, let us exit the magic circle. Take care to avoid disturbing it. So then,
This is the point of no return, Tenko. After this point, you mustn't speak. The next time you open your mouth, it will be Angie speaking through you.
Got it.
Understood. I will not say a word until the seance is over. Okay, everyone. I'll see you guys after the seance. Maybe. The rest of us shall move to the corners of the room. Please go to one of your choosing. I choose door left. Front left. Perfect! We each stood into a different corner. Guys, I'm so smart. Me and Shuichi connected. We each stood in a different corner.
Now we darken the room. Kokichi and Shuichi are closest to the candles.
What happened to all the salt?
Please blow out the candles. You should be able to follow the walls in the dark.
So go back to the corner of the room after it's dark. Okay, got it.
You needn't move, Himiko. There are many gaps in the floor near you.
You needn't move, Himiko? There are many gaps in the floor near you. Someone can hide in there. Someone is hiding in there.
Got it.
Once the room is dark, I will begin the song. Please sing along with me. Then, I will call out to Angie. Until she replies, there must be silence.
This is just like Byakuya again. This is just like Fat Byakuya or Teru Teru. He's like gone under the floorboards. So I think someone is like currently under the floorboards right now. They're gonna fuck it all up. And they're gonna like stab Angie from like below with like a meat on the bone. You know what I'm saying?
After the seance is done, Shuichi and I are supposed to light the candles again, right?
Correct. I brought matches from the warehouse, so please use those.
Fun fact, matches used to be called friction lights when they were first invented.
Okie dokie, then I'll blow out the candle now.
I learned that literally like 2 days ago. I walked up to the closest candle and blew out the flame. The room instantly fell into complete darkness. Avril Lavigne? What are you talking about today? Pitch black darkness. So dark I couldn't even see my own body. Overcoming my instinctual fear of the dark, I moved along the back wall to my corner. Fear Fat Byakuya with night vision goggles, then began the singing.
At last, at long last.
Io led us all in the Caged Child song.
Young guard dog and little lost girl sealed within an
Yeah, Kyo is voiced by Todd Havercorn.
cage. At mountain's bottom within the darkness at last,
At last, at long last.
How many will there be by dawn? Will there be two or just one?
Himiko's got a pretty good singing voice. I don't hear Kyo. Thunk?
Will
The floor is broken. Someone's in. Someone's in the floor. Someone's entered the room.
away, or did it eat the little girl?
I don't hear Kokichi.
At last, at long last.
I definitely hear Kyo. I definitely hear Himiko. And there's another male voice. There's definitely not four guys. There's not three male voices. I can't hear all four of them. What the fuck was that noise? Reach out and touch Wraith. I got an achievement. We finished the song, but I thought I heard an odd sound in the middle of it. What was that?
Say,
Is the caged child Angie Yonaga? He began calling. Now if the medium answers.
say,
Is the caged child Angie Yonaga? What's going on?
say.
Is the caged child Angie Yonaga?
What's the matter?
What's the matter? Why won't Angie answer?
Hold on.
Himiko, I was very clear that you were not to speak, yes? But something's weird. Why won't she answer? Maybe it failed.
Let's see.
Let's light the candles briefly. What? Is that okay?
Well,
Just for now. Confused, I walked along the walls back to the candle. I managed to strike the match and light the candle once again. Oh, there's fucking blood. Hey, what's going on? Did it really fail? Oh, she's
cannot
fucking
be.
dead. She's actually dead. That shouldn't be the case. The seance was perfect.
What?
It's not. It's Angie. Is Angie not coming? Is that still Tenko in there?
I
Tenko?
see, yes.
Ah, I told her that she mustn't speak until the spirit enters her. She followed orders well, but how about we let her out for now?
Hold on.
Wait, dark arts such as this need to be started and completed the same way. Those who remove objects from the magic circle must be the same who brought them in. If not, the spirit may stay in the medium's body.
Man.
Seeing as how this was a failure, I don't think any spirit is sticking around, but whatever. Yo, someone doesn't want Angie. Someone obviously tried to stop us, because if this worked, then Angie would have known who killed them. So it's like they had to stop it because they had to make their move. You know what I'm saying? Angie knows who the killer is, so the killer had to make their move to prevent the killing from happening again. Just like we're setting up Kyo's instructions on how we clean everything up. We carefully removed everything exactly the way Kyo remembered.
Now, I will remove the sheet.
Oh. Oh, Kyo pinched the fabric gently and pulled it aside.
Oh? Perhaps.
Something is amiss. Is it all the blood that's amiss? Is it all the fucking blood that might be amiss? Nah. Himiko ran towards the cage at a sprint. Tell me she just fucking rips off the fucking cage and uses her actual goddamn strength. Himiko, I told you not to step on the... Ding dong? But she wasn't listening. She jumped on the cage and... Fueled by desperation, Himiko grabbed the cage, lifted it up, and... Wait, actually fucking raw power? She was murdered. I mean, I didn't really like Tenko. She did have a better arc at the end. I will say, Tenko at least, like, by the end of it, was, like, not as, like, annoying as, like, I mean, she was calling me a degenerate male, but I'm glad it wasn't Himiko. Both of these deaths were kind of, like, you could see coming. Both of these deaths, you sort of like, oh, it's like Angie's super relevant. Tenko's like super like relevant. Like both of them very like sort of clearly like entered the stage of like, well, this person's about to die actually. Interesting. And there it is. Chapter 3. 2 people die. Chapter 3. Actually, always 2 people die.